joining me again in Wait One Legal Minute. Today is Thursday. It's May 21st, and it is a special day. For the past few weeks, I have been talking about Ahmaud Arbery, and I want to continue that conversation because it's important. I want to stay committed to that issue that it wasn't new. But that was an incident, a recent incident that happened. And even since then, more incidents have happened. So we have to continue this conversation. But I want to have a lighter moment in the conversation today. And I want to congratulate the class of 2020. I have two very, very special guests with me today. And on the Facebook post, I gave some information about them, but I just want to take some time and introduce both of these young individuals. First, I would like to introduce to you all and celebrate Alexandra Wynn. And Alexandra is my niece. She graduated from St. Bonaventure University on May 17th, magna cum laude. She received her Bachelor's of Science in Health Sciences, and Alex will attend VCU, and she will get her PhD in VCU, Virginia Commonwealth, in the fall, in the PhD program for health psychology. Cedric is my son, Fenwick Thompson, and I'm trying to pull them up in the stream. I have Cedric coming on now.
How you doing? How you doing?
Son, how are you? I'm doing your introduction. And we already have one comment from Auntie Marnie saying, good morning, Melanie, Alex, and CJ. There's her comment. But let me go ahead and introduce my son, Cedric Thompson. CJ is graduating from Parkview High School this evening. He is attending Georgia State University in the fall. He played baseball for Parkview High School. He's interested in pursuing a career in marketing and business with a focus on film and sound recording. CJ, how are you this morning?
I'm actually pretty well this morning. It's a great time to be on this live today. I'm glad to be here for sure.
Well, I'm glad to have you, son. We have another comment already. Congratulations, CJ. So proud of you. This is a neighbor, Danielle Orr, down the street. And we also have another comment from Benita. Benita is Alex's mom, and she says, hello, congratulations, CJ. I'm having some technical difficulties with Alex. Alex, I need you, maybe if you can go off and come back in. We're having some difficulties with your stream. So I hear you. I can hear you. I don't think anyone else can hear you. CJ, can you hear?
No, I can't hear her from here.
Okay. So, Alex, why don't you come back? Thank you. Okay. So I was going to start with Alex. Oh, we have some more congratulations, CJ.
Yeah,
I can't even start this.
I'm reading them all. I didn't want to interrupt, but I see them. Yeah, thank you a lot, everybody.
I can't even get to it. I'll start showing them, but oh, wow. Okay, so this is from our cousin, Sharon Washington. Good morning. Congratulations to you all. And then Lisa Ross Fringe, baseball mom. Congratulations. So excited for you. Thank you, Lisa.
Thank you so much.
Our Parkview family. And since Lisa is on the stream, this is something I was going to share a little later, but I'll go ahead. Hey, CJ, what's that? This is a picture from last year. We thought we were going to get a 3-peat. Parkview High School has won 2 back-to-back state championships. This is a picture from last year's championship. It was just such an amazing time, but we got slighted. CJ, talk to me a little bit about how your best memory ever. There's another comment by Lisa.
Yes, ma'am.
Talk to us a little about how it feels to be a senior athlete, and for your season to get cut short, your school year to get cut short. How's it feel?
Honestly, I feel like Corona really cut a lot of things short, and it was very very surprising because it was very unexpected because going in, we're practicing and we're right in the middle of our season, so we're practicing and we're really in grind time. And for a couple of days, it's like a little buzz about the situation really going on and how serious coronavirus really could be. And then it was actually a game day, the day that we found out, okay, this is actually serious. So we're in the locker room before. We practiced before games. It was kind of like a little practice before game, getting ready. So before the game, we're in the locker room watching like the news and stuff and seeing how serious everything really is getting. And then, as like we haven't really found out anything yet, but we're going into the game, and basically our coach Brown lets us know that this possibly could be our last game of the season, but we weren't really sure yet at that time. So really, it was just like shocking how quick everything was really happening to just 1 minute go from in the middle of the season. This is my senior year, oh, I can't wait for prom, or I can't wait for graduation, walking the stage, all things like this. It was kind of just surprising for something like this to happen so abruptly. Like it just, I don't know.
Yeah, that was abrupt. And it was definitely a sad moment, obviously, for the seniors, and for the family members, the friends, the fans. We had a lot of expectations for y'all to bring home another championship. Other than baseball, how has the pandemic affected you in your senior year?
Well, doing school from home and doing the we call it DLD learning, digital learning. That was actually like a different aspect for doing classes, and I wouldn't necessarily say it was harder, but I feel like just getting used to like the way you submit certain assignments and things like that. It was kind of like a little different to get into, but um we made it. So
We made
we
it.
made it. Was able to get through that for sure and push through. It was just another obstacle we had to overcome.
We have some more comments, and we're still waiting on Alex to come back in. We're having some issues with her streaming, and I apologize because I know a lot of Alex's friends are waiting for her. We have some family members, but let me go ahead and show these comments. I'm sorry. Here's one from Bill Singleton. Congratulations, CJ.
Thank
Heather.
you so much. I'm reading down.
Congratulations, Africa Woods. Congratulations. Just a lot. Oh, we appreciate you. Thank you all so much. And if you all have anybody that you would like for me to announce and congratulate and salute, listen, this is the time. I want to spend today, maybe even next Tuesday, part of next Tuesday's show. I really just want to celebrate our young people because they were definitely robbed of a special moment, an occasion that many of us look forward to, and that is the culminating event to all of your hard work. And they were slighted. So I want to give them some attention. I want to focus on them. I want to celebrate them, but I also want to hear from them. And that's why I had CJ on the show today, because I think we can talk about how they were slighted. But I would like to hear from them what they're really going through. So CJ, I'm going to come back to you. And I know you've talked about how baseball was cut short. I know you've talked about how the academic standards, or not the standards, but the academic rigors were a little different than being in class. But emotionally, from a young man, was there any emotional effect?
Yeah, I for sure think there's a emotional effect. Meaning, I had to really look within myself with just managing myself at home, because being able to do work at home and being at a workplace, I would describe school, is two completely different things. because you have to be able to take your own time out of your day to complete the things that you need to get done and get certain assignments done and then sign off for the day. So it was definitely very, very different being at home than being in school where it's strictly you're just completing your schoolwork. So being at home, I had to really adjust to managing my own time and making sure I get everything completed.
You had to be a little more self-disciplined.
Yes.
Yeah. So I always like to look for silver linings, but what do you think the silver lining is for you and maybe other seniors who are headed to college next year? How do you think this may benefit you and better prepare you for next year?
I feel like this gave a lot of seniors the opportunity to here 1 second. This gave an opportunity for all seniors to really look within think about school in a kind of a different way, because for forever everybody's been doing school the exact same way from the time. I'm sure everybody that's in the chat commenting, it's been the same since they were children to now, and it's the same structure. I mean, a little changes, but it's pretty much the same. And some students do take online classes permanently, like that's all they know. But a lot of students that are in public school, private schools, have not had the experience of, okay, all my work is online. I'm talking to my teachers through messages and things like that. This is a little different, and it's really up to me to make sure I'm doing these communications and making sure everything is okay and working smoothly. So I feel like for college, the 2020 graduates will definitely have somewhat of a benefit because they have had the opportunity. We have had the opportunity to go through and really like manage our work ourselves.
The discipline.
Instead of being right in front of the teacher, it's really just, all right, you have to log on and you have to reach out to your teachers to make sure they receive certain things. And yeah.
The follow-up, the follow-through, the execution, uploading documents, problems with uploading documents. So you have to kind of really be in charge of your academic success.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes, they really affected how mature you really have to be with like keeping on top of all of these things.
So do you think the pandemic kind of forced you to kind of step up a little bit?
Yes, for sure. As any kid would say, like, at first, first couple of days, you're really like, okay, I'm out of school. Like, I don't have to be in school anymore. This is like, okay, good, cool, whatever.
Right.
Like that. But then after a while, it's going on for a couple weeks, and really, it's like everybody. It's not really just something that we're dealing with. It's like our parents, and they're not at work. They're trying to figure out a way that they can get things done online, and you're trying to figure out how you can get things done online. You have your mom come help you turn certain assignments in, and it's just a lot of. I feel like this actually brought a lot of like families together, because this definitely like just brought. I don't know, the household kind of had to work together a little bit more during this coronavirus.
Right.
Yeah.
I see you getting a little distracted on some of the comments, so let me go to some of them. I have so many comments. I have Marjorie Remy, that is Claudia's sister. She says, congratulations, CJ. That's Connor's aunt. I have Judge Denores Hurd. Judge Hurd says, congratulations, CJ. Thank you, Judge. I have Auntie Shelley, CJ. And then there's a friend of mine, Tony Harrington. Congratulations, CJ. Thank you all. I appreciate you. I'm so sorry. I'm still having problems with Alex in the stream. I cannot see you. I can hear you, Alex. If I show you in the screen, in this shot, people will not be able to see you. So I'm going to ask you to log off again and come back on. And I can hear you, and maybe I can try to get your audio in if this doesn't work. So, CJ, I'm going to come back to you. Any regrets?
During high school, or can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Do you have any regrets about high school? You know, I think as you get older, like you look back at the last phase of your life and you think about, could I have done anything different? Would I do anything different? I try not to have any regrets. I think everything happens for a reason. Do you have any regrets about your senior year, about your high school years, or just about this, last, semester and how things turned out?
I somewhat have the same mindset on that, trying not to have any regrets or things of that nature. But there definitely are things that I wish I would have put a little bit more effort on, as far as like schoolwork and trying to do like a little bit more, not necessarily like community service, but just like things like that, just to be more active in my community for
Okay.
sure.
That's interesting. So that's something that you would share with younger people coming up, starting high school. Is that something you would encourage them to do?
Yes, I would for sure encourage freshmen coming into like to try to get involved in as many things as possible, as far as like clubs and everything that you can get involved in your school. That is like very important, and it just becomes a way to just meet people, especially if you're a freshman coming in. You join these clubs and things like that, and you meet friends that you might have all through high school. You might just have them for a couple weeks, but that's really what high school is really about, just learning who you are and how you maneuver around the people around you.
Nice. Well, I think that is great advice for people coming up behind you. I'm going to go to some more comments that we have. This is from Auntie Marty. Congratulations, CJ, from my mom and pop pop. Sandra McCrae. Sandra, I am so sorry. I cannot get Alex in this feed, but I'm going to read your comment. Congratulations, Alex. We are still trying to get Alex in, and we'll dedicate the ends of the show to Alex as soon as she can get on the feed. Another comment from Jamie Smith-Tara. CJ, Miss Jamie is one of my business partners. Congratulations to CJ and all the graduates. They have really handled this with such grace and resourcefulness. And I think, CJ, yeah, that goes to your point earlier of just how you had to navigate through this process, which is why I wanted to have you and Alex on the show today. You definitely have had to kind of dig deep in put things in perspective and push through, like you said. Let's see. This is okay, Danielle, or again, the neighbor down the street. She said, yes, great advice. And she's referring to the advice that you were giving to upcoming or incoming freshmen, or just, I think that the advice probably can go to anyone kind of starting a new phase in their life. When you were a freshman entering high school, what was your greatest fear?
My greatest fear. Wow, let's think through this. My greatest fear incoming into high school.
That's right. 4 years ago, stepping foot on the Parkview High School's campus, big campus, by the way.
This is a hard one. This is a good question. Good question.
And I didn't go over all the questions with CJ, so he didn't have time to for most of these questions. So I'm putting him on the spot here.
I would say my greatest fear was probably. I would say my greatest fear would probably be just not finding my certain place. You know what I'm saying? In a new school, in a new environment. I feel like that's a lot of people. A lot of people kind of resonate with that. Just like finding a place, whether you're going into like a new job, a new school,
yes,
whatever environment you're going into. Everybody wants to have their role in whatever society. Yeah. So I feel like that. I could sum that up as probably my biggest fear.
I can definitely relate. And like you said, each phase of your life, when you start a new job or you start a new school, you have to adjust and learn to navigate, and you have to figure out where you fit in. You have to figure out where you fit in and how you will contribute. And I think that can be very intimidating for some. Was that intimidating for you?
Yes, I could say it did weigh a little bit.
Okay. All right.
Sure.
Okay. So Benita says Alex is still trying to log on. She's having some problems. We're going to get her on. And Uncle Wayne says, congrats, CJ, Uncle Wayne. Here's another comment from Uncle Wayne. Remember the advice you shared for freshmen going into high school will need to be duplicated for yourself going into college. Amen. Yeah. So let's talk about that. What are your thoughts going to college, being a freshman again at Georgia State University?
I feel like going into college is going to be like a totally different experience. I'm sorry, I got distracted by the comment.
We'll get to that.
It's going to be a completely different experience, but I'm very, very excited for it. Honestly, I'm excited for all of the freedoms and the responsibilities that come with going into college. And I'm excited to meet new people for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that fear that you had going into high school, right? That fear factor of, okay, I got to figure out how I fit in. Do you look at it the same way going into college, or is that part exciting for you? Is it kind of, do you still have some fear, and is it also coupled with some excitement?
I would definitely say it's fear coupled with excitement, but I feel like I'm more on the excitement side. I don't really have that many fears going into college. Like, I'm just very excited for it all, honestly.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's good, and that's very confident. I think that many people will have both, a little fear and some excitement. And I guess you're saying you do have both, but you have more excitement than you do fear. So I can definitely appreciate that. A new opportunity. Of course, you're my son, so a lot of that comes, I think, from both me and your dad. I think we adapt, like we're good adapters, right? Yes. And so if you are good adapters, then you can navigate in any environment and you can push through any challenge. And that's what we do. That's what we do.
Yeah.
All right, let me get to some more comments. So we have another comment here from Tony. Tony has two sons, and one of them is CJ. He's 15 years old, and Miles needs to hear this. Another message. Congratulations, Alex. We are waiting to see and hear you. Hope you can get connected. We love you. Oh, thank you so much. Alex, there she is. Yay. We're down. We have Alex on. Hi, Alex.
Hi, everybody. Thanks for the comments. Sorry about all the trouble.
I'm sorry you had so many problems getting on. Well, that was a comment I just read from Auntie Marnie. Congratulations, Alex. We're waiting to see and hear you. Yay.
Thank you.
You're on. Did you hear me introduce you, Alex?
I did hear you introduce me. I heard it.
Okay. So congratulations, Alex. Yeah. You've worked hard, graduating magna cum laude, people. Do you hear me? Magna cum laude from St. Bonaventure College. I'm sorry, St. Bonaventure University with her bachelor's of science in health sciences, and going to the Virginia Commonwealth University in the PhD program for health psychology. Yes, Hunty, yes. I love it. Alex, what made you major in health sciences?
Well, I always knew that I was interested just in health and the human body. And at first I really just wasn't sure like what my niche should be in that field. I didn't know how I like wanted to help people exactly, but I knew with like a health science degree, I'd be able to not only learn about the body, but learn about the sociology and psychology about it. So I thought it'd be the most well-rounded education that I could get.
So I get chills when I have to reiterate. This is my niece, here. This is my son here. This is my family. Okay. I am so proud of these young people, and I have this forum, and I am going to celebrate them and the class of 2020 on this forum here today. And as I listen to both of them, so articulate and so confident and inspiring, and I just can't stop smiling, because this is not something that we planned out every question or listen. This is just, I just told them, come, be honest, be yourself, and just go with it. And I just appreciate the both of you and how confident you are. So Alex, let me ask you a few more questions, because CJ was talking and sharing his experience. What do you think the pandemic, how do you think the pandemic slighted you in your last year and your graduation?
Yeah, so for me, my story is a little different. I actually graduated in December, so I wasn't on campus this past semester, but St. Bonaventure is in upstate New York. So this whole, 5 months I've been waiting to go back upstate because all my friends are located there. So I was going back for commencement because we didn't have one in December. So it honestly just makes me really upset because I was, looking forward to it. I didn't have really any goodbyes because I figured I would see them again in another 6 months. So that's what really is heartbreaking about this, because all my friends, all my professors, all the family I made there, I don't really have any closure, no goodbyes or anything like that. And I'm not sure the next time that I'm going to be able to see them. So it really sucks. And
on that, I would like to encourage us all. We don't know how long we have,
right.
for anything that we do. Things can change at the moment's notice. And I think that is what you just said. It resonates with me, because I think sometimes we think we're promised tomorrow and that things are going to stay the same. And they're not.
Mm-hmm.
They simply are not. So I think that it's really important for us all to embrace the moments that we're blessed to have and to be fully engaged in those moments as we are navigating through them.
Exactly.
It's so important. So you didn't have your graduation. CJ will have his virtual graduation tonight. You had your virtual graduation, I think, on May 17th. Is that right?
Yes, I did.
So what were your expectations and how was it to have a virtual graduation?
It was different because I had never experienced anything like that. I would say that I was satisfied with it because they had recordings of all the different departments, wishing everybody off, the class of 2020 and everything. So it was really nice and refreshing to see some old faces and everything. And they had a whole slide and picture dedicated to every student with their honors at the end as well. And the president gave a speech beforehand, and they showed pictures of our memories over the past 4 years and things like that. So I definitely was satisfied, and they were very just encouraging that hopefully they'll see us again. They planned a new commencement, so hopefully we'll all be reunited in October, but we'll see.
I hope so. Will you participate if they have an in-person ceremony?
Yeah, I would. As long as it's safe for me and my family to go, I would definitely return back.
Okay. I want to go through some of the comments because we had some comments from you for you. One was from a Sandra McCrae, and she said she's watching, and congratulations, Alex.
Thank you.
Then, of course, we had one. This is from CJ's grandmother. She says, congratulations, Alex.
Thank you.
Here's another, just a general comment. My advice, young man, there will be many distractions. Stay focused. Keep your eye on the prize, your goals, athletics, academically, and career-wise. Thank you, Tony.
Thank you.
For that. Well, here's a very special comment. That is from her mom, Alex.
Thank you, Mom.
That's a beautiful mom. She's so proud.
Thank you. Couldn't have done it without her.
Aww. How do you think this affected your families, both of you? Talk about how you think we've talked about how the pandemic affected you in your senior year. How do you think it affected your parents and their expectations for your graduating and your senior last years in school?
Right. So like I said, my parents haven't seen me in a camping gown or anything like that. So I definitely know that's like hard for them. And my grandmother was supposed to fly down for graduation, and she's 80 years old, so it was a really big thing. But sadly, she won't be able to come down anymore. So that really, really sucks. But even through this pandemic, it's just been hard. I haven't been able to see like my brother and my dad just. So the whole point of this break was to spend time at home, to work, to relax, make some money for grad school and things like that. And I haven't really been able to do any of that.
Right. How about you, CJ?
I feel like, as I said earlier, it really brought family closer together since we are quarantined, staying in the house and things like that. Also with that, I wanted to say that
CJ's reading the comments and to get it.
losing my train of thought reading through these comments. But yeah, I was just saying it brought family closer together, and everybody was really like just working together in the house since the quarantine. And there's definitely a lot more pictures being taken since it is left up all to the parents. There's a lot of pictures, and get that ceremony feeling as close as possible.
Right. So here's another comment from Deborah Hall Thompson. So proud of my niece, Alex. Awesome.
Hi, Deborah. Thank you.
She said, she also sent another comment. She said, you both are awesome. Aw. Thank you. There's another comment. Alex, you will get to see your friends, and the time you spend with them will be more than you ever dreamed. Aw.
I definitely agree. Thank you so much. I'm hoping it'll be within this year.
There's another comment from Auntie Kia. Congratulations, Alex and CJ.
Thank you.
Hi, Aunt Kia. Thank you.
We'll say Auntie Kia and Blake. Oh, here's another one, another baseball dad. Congrats, CJ and Dylan. Yes, congratulations, Dylan. Proud of you guys.
Thank you.
CJ missing his nana. Okay, so we were talking about graduation and how the pandemic affected your family. Your grandmother said, CJ, that you miss seeing your nana.
Yes, for sure. I can't travel and go see my nana.
Yeah.
Because of Corona, and also because of that, Auntie Marnie came back from China, which was also good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope to see them soon for sure.
So I have some more congratulations from Tony, and I'm running out of space here. I can't get to the next. I have so many comments to get to all of them. So they're just, congratulations, Alex. And here, graduation brought Auntie home from China. Okay, CJ went ahead of me on that one. He's reading faster than I am as I'm trying to do the production here and get these comments up. Listen, what other words of advice do y'all have to families that are going to possibly go through the first start of the school year in the fall with younger children? What advice do y'all have to the families that may have to continue to navigate this process in the fall for high schoolers and maybe even younger kids?
Oh, wow. Well, definitely just for the fall, just remember, that there hopefully is a light at the end of the tunnel, and for all of us just to be patient, not only just with each other, but with ourselves as well. And to remember to give us space, even, we're all going through a rough time. School is also very hard, and definitely adjusting to just doing it at home. I can't imagine like how that feels. So I'll definitely be going through that for the first time if I have to do graduate school classes online for the fall semester. But yeah, just remember, give us a space. Self-care is definitely important in quarantine as well, even though we're always in the house.
Yes, I agree with Alex a lot. Self-care is very important because you're doing the online work and managing it all yourself. It can get a little bit overwhelming, just scrolling through, seeing all these assignments, standing on the computer for 2 to 3 hours doing work. Most kids our age are not really used to, and before Corona really happened. So going into the fall, for all the parents that are inside in the chat. Just a lot of support with the online classes and just managing like certain teachers, like dealing with certain teachers. You know, all teachers are not the same, and
No, they're not.
all classes are not. It won't be the same assignments. So just assistance with your kids, managing which assignments they need to get done in the right way could be very helpful.
Mm-hmm.
That's really important. I think that the pandemic definitely has changed the nature of businesses and certainly has changed the nature of education. CJ, I know you have been very opinionated throughout your high school years about education in general, and I hear you. I heard you. I take it very seriously because we come from a family of educators, Alex and CJ. We come from a family of educators, and because we come from a family of educators, we have high expectations. The paths have been set. The degrees have been, we have degrees in our family. We're not first and second generation college graduates. You know, we have a legacy of education and academic standards. But because of that, we're very confident and we challenge. That's why I'm a lawyer, right? That's why you're going into the health system into the psychology sector of the health profession. You know, you want answers. And then CJ has challenged the education system throughout high school in terms of how education is set up in our society now. So CJ, I'm going to put you on the spot, and this is your chance. You've expressed, I think, some very good opinions and points and issues about our current academic and education system. Now, when you're in high school, my point to you is, hey, you got to get out. You know, this ain't the time to challenge an education system. I need you to get that degree. And when you have your kids, or when you're in a position where you can make some changes, then we can do that. But right now, you need to get this high school diploma. But now you have it, son. So now you have a platform. I'm asking you, you had some issues with our education system, and I think they were fair issues. What would you say? Share those issues and give us some feedback on how you think it should change, or possibly how, if the pandemic is forcing us to change it.
Basically, the main thing for me is just, I kind of stated this earlier, is just how school has, everything else, phones have changed, cars have changed, all types of different type of modern technology has changed, and this technology is working its way into our school system today. But the way the school system has been pretty much the same from way back when you guys were kids, and then it just up until now. Like, it's just like been the exact same type of structure within school. And I feel like a lot of the classes that I have taken through high school, some have been beneficial, and some have I'm not gonna say not been beneficial, because all really work towards the same goal. Because even if it was a class where I was learning about something that I didn't necessarily categorize as relevant, I like still had to learn how to manage that and balance that with my other classes. So just the experience of learning how to manage what work you have to do is for sure important in the way that school is set up right now today. For me, I feel like the main thing was like leaving high school right now. I feel like that there's probably 3 or 4 classes that I felt like were very beneficial, because there are so many. I feel like there's a lot of kids in my age that are leaving high school and going into college, and probably leaving college, that do not know how to fill out tax papers, what a 401 is, what, like, different things like this, how to invest, what is a stock. A lot of things like this are not really taught in the education system. We might have one class, financial literacy, you know, and then you might have to take an elective class, but it's not required on these types of different subjects and things like that. But I feel like these like basic fundamental things that we should know leaving and going into the real world, because that's what these graduations are. Going from high school into college, you might be moving out of your parents' house, going into an apartment, and you don't know how to pay for this apartment. Like you're figuring out all this stuff after the fact. While during high school, you're really growing up and you're realizing, okay, I realize I'm getting a little more freedom and things like this. But I feel like a lot more information needs to be taught on real world things going on now, and a lot more discussion inside the classrooms and things like that.
Okay. So at Parkview, you took financial literacy, like you said. You don't think, it's your opinion that that one class is just a start, and that more classes that are practical, that can be applied to the real world, and investing in stocks and real world application needs to be implemented into the high school curriculum. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, I feel like this should be definitely way more prioritized within the school system than it is now, because it's somewhat getting better, because I noticed that it wasn't like I believe financial literacy is a required course now, but I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, I feel like it definitely needs to be a little more emphasis on all of the practical classes that should be used.
Because it was not a required course, while you were at Parkview, you're graduating tonight, but it is not a required course right now. Alex, what is your opinion? You've heard CJ's position about requiring more practical courses for the real world in high school. What's your opinion about that? Do you share that view?
Yeah, I 100% agree. I didn't have financial literacy in high school. I didn't have any courses like that, honestly. I don't really remember having a lot of conversation besides with like my parents and, family members. I don't remember having that support like from faculty in high school. So I definitely think that's important. Right. Already going through college and things like that. And so I was the resident assistant. So I would hear a lot of the issues that would come, from my students and my residents on my floor. And the freshmen would come in and I'd have to help them with certain things, like emailing and managing, like their time, and just all those little skills, all those soft and hard skills that I had already learned. Mm-hmm. It really just taught me that, we're all, at the same level, but we're really not at the same time. And that's really just what worries me, is that they were not receiving the same support at all that I was receiving in my school here, like in Maryland. So it was just really tough to see.
Okay. Well, I think that's just huge. And CJ, while you were while you were a freshman and a sophomore, and you were expressing those views, I heard you. I heard you. Both of you know that I'm a talker. I'm going to listen to you and support you in every way that I can. But as a parent and auntie and mentor, I still have to make sure that you put it in perspective. You can have an opinion about your experience, but you still have to finish it. Right? And then there's going to be a time when your experience and your opinion can then be put into action because you finished it. Mm-hmm. So now you both are blessed that you have matriculated and you continue to matriculate. And now if you think that there are some changes and some adjustments that need to be made, you have a foundation. And you have the tools that you can go back and pick and help change. So let's go to some more comments. There's Auntie Betty says, hello, CJ. That's Auntie Betty on his dad's side, Alex. All Mel, looking at the smile on your face. I see that you're so proud of your family. I am. These babies mean everything to me. Nita says, this is Alex's mom, need to teach more technology. Also, everything is moving digital.
I agree with that a lot. I feel like we're going to see a lot of that throughout the
I
country.
think so too. I think that the pandemic, I think it's a lot of bad things have happened. It's been a scary time for us all,
Yeah.
families, business, society, economics. But I think that it's forcing the technology industry, right? So we can do anything from anywhere at any time.
Right.
Another comment, yes, preach, young man. Being in the financial arena, I strongly believe that financial literacy is vital for our Black community. And I'm just going to piggyback on that comment because both you and CJ, Alex, and CJ, you were exposed to finances in terms of investments and stocks and 401ks and what they are and how to build wealth. But we don't all, in our community, we don't all have that exposure. And when the schools aren't providing that to our children, and especially children in our community, then we're constantly, taking 2 steps forwards and 10 steps back. So I think you see a lot of people agreeing with your opinions, and I'm proud of you, both of you, for now, being able to express that and hopefully to make a change in that. Are there any final words that you all have before we wrap it up? We've been on a little longer than I expected, but we've gotten a lot of comments, so I wanted to make sure I congratulated you both with all the comments that you have.
I could just say thank you for having us on. It's been fun, this conversation. I love doing this for sure, and seeing all the comments. Thank you all for congratulating me on the graduation, me and Alex on the graduation. Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to say thank you as well. Sorry for the long wait, but I'm glad I got to come on here and hear you guys' wonderful words. I'm really appreciative of all the support, and thank you, Aunt Mel, for letting us come on here today.
You are welcome, sweetie, and I love you both, and I'm so proud of you, and I can't wait to see what's in your futures. Keep working hard and seeing things through. And I'm sorry, I have to go to a couple more comments. This is from Auntie Jean. So Auntie Jean is so very proud of you, CJ. Congratulations. We have. Oh, I thought this was my sister, but this is Marnie Ferguson, baseball mom. Congratulations. Our cousin Lynette says congratulations. Our cousin Rudy, all the way in Germany. Hey, Mel, Alex, and CJ, just dropping by to say congrats to CJ and Alex. Class of 2020. Proud of you both. Proud of both of my cousins. Thank you, Rudy. Y'all want to say something to Rudy?
Thank you so much. I hope everything's going well in Germany. Can't wait to hear from you soon.
And we have Francine Hall. Congratulations, both of you. Anita, congratulations, both of you. Auntie Jean, congratulations, Alex and CJ. Awesome young people. Wayne, congratulations to Alex and CJ. We love you both. The Mallory family, Florida. So we probably could stay on for another couple hours. People are just so proud of you all. I am so proud of you. I am happy for the class of 2020. And I just want to say to the entire class of 2020, high school graduates, undergrad, graduates, postgraduate, graduates, I want to say congratulations to you all. Embrace these moments. Find the silver lining in everything, okay? And I think that the people that can do that, that can navigate, can adapt, can adjust, those are the people that are going to be successful in any and everything that they do. So this, in my mind, is an opportunity. This is an opportunity. So I'm proud of you all. I love you. Thank you for joining.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Aunt Mel.
See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.
I just want to say thank you to everyone for joining. This was a really special celebratory episode. I thank you all for supporting Wait One Legal Minute and supporting these young people. So I will see you next Tuesday at 11 o'clock. I always forget what day I'm on because every day is a continuous loop to me. But next Tuesday at 11 o'clock, send me your thoughts, send me topics that you would like to discuss. And of course, if you have any pictures of graduates that I didn't name on the show, or you would like some special recognition, I will do that. Also, there's a link. I did it for CJ. There's a link if you want Michelle and Barack Obama to recognize your graduating senior. Fill out this form. I'm going to include the link in the comments. Fill out that form. Also, I'm going to include the link for Parkview High School's virtual graduation tonight at 6:30 to 8 o'clock is the virtual graduation for Parkview High School. I'm going to include that link on my comments as well. Thank you so much for all your support. I will see you on next Tuesday at 11 o'clock. Thank you so much.